Welcome, fellas, to another episode of Chevalier, where we are here to help men and women find happy and healthy relationships. And like always, it don't matter whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, South American, or even the penguins in Antarctica, because I think it's pretty fair to say, at the end of the day, most guys who are heterosexual and masculine want to be with a woman that's going to love and appreciate them for their authority, for their ability to lead, for their ability to provide, but most importantly, for their ability to show that they can be the man that woman is looking for. And the number one way we do that these days is through dating, through going out, through spending the night together, through going to the coffee shop, going to the park, going to the art museum. But those are usually the main ways. Other than that, it's usually something unique, special, but on the cuff is just spending the time with the person. And the number one thing I get asked so often from a lot of guys is, how do I spend time with a woman and know that she's not taking advantage of me? Because so often you see men who want to be husbands, men who want to be married, men who want to be in healthy relationships, but so often, because there are some, not all, but some women out here who are just here to take advantage of you as a man, especially if you're a hard-working blue-collar guy or you're a successful white-collar guy. And the number one way that I tell guys to avoid being taken advantage of is, number one, do not spend more than $50 and cap it at $100 on a date. Between $50 and $100 on a date, period. Because at the end of the day, it's more of a risk for guys who are looking for marriage, because they have to implement their showing the woman that they're interested quicker than the woman has to do the same for them. And then I think $50 to $100 is modest, because again, she's not your girlfriend, she's not your wife, she's not your significant other. She's just trying to get to know you. And getting to know somebody shouldn't cost them anything at all. But we live in a society where having a date is important. It's part of our structure. So within that structure, you don't want to be too cheap, but you definitely don't want to put too much money on the table. That's why I say between $50 and $100. I typically would say less than $50, but there are sometimes you might want to go somewhere and take her somewhere nice. You might want to, show her that, that you're not cheap, which is a good thing. So I often tell guys, you spend more than $50, but definitely do not spend more than $100. 17 years of marriage has taught me that if you have to spend more than $100 on a date with a woman you want to be with, she's not the woman for you. Because very instances, there's a guy that she's either currently talking to or that she used to talk to who got the opportunity to share her most valuable gift of her body, and he ain't even buy her a hamburger at McDonald's. But she's expecting you to go to places where she wouldn't even be able to go because she doesn't have the financial resources. So this is why I say, gentlemen, do not spend more than $100 on a date. Because if it works out, then you got an opportunity to win her happiness. And if it does not work out, I'm sorry, got this candy in my mouth. But if it does not work out, then you're not spending more than what you have. Because I've known guys who spend $200, $300, $400 on a date with a woman who probably knew up front she was just looking for a friend, but because she was getting a free date out of it, she took advantage, and now this guy's out of money, time, and an opportunity. And she's just gonna run back to that dude that ain't even gonna spend $10 on her and let him have his way with her. So guys, do not spend more than $100, but don't be too cheap. That's why I say between $50 and $100. Gives you a median. Don't be too cheap. Don't spend too much of your money. Do not ever spend more than $100 on a date. And that is the most. Save your money in your pockets. Not spending your money on a woman until you know she's ready for a relationship. Until the next time, peace. We out.